What up, world? It's your boy Joseph Womack, also known as Blessit 253. And first of all, I want to thank you. You could have been anywhere on the web, but you're here with me, and I truly appreciate that. So let's dive right in. Today, I want to talk about leadership. I want to talk about how important it is to be a leader, and who are you leading? It says in the Bible, everyone's called, but only few are chosen. So my question is, why only few chosen? What's the purpose behind that? If you're called, why aren't you chosen? But I believe a lot of times we're not prepared, and God won't send us somewhere where we're not prepared. And a lot of times in life, you got to look at it. Sometimes we send ourselves, and God said, I didn't choose you. We have to understand that we got to be ready. And you can see it in life and everything that's going on. Sometimes we choose people that are not ready. For example, you can read in the Bible about Saul. He was chosen by the people, but not by God. And a lot of times we choose people that God haven't chosen for us. And sometimes we got to understand that we do have a big enemy. And sometimes our biggest enemy is ourselves. Les Brown has this quote. He said, if there's no enemy on the inside, the enemy on the outside can't do us no harm. But I'm here to tell you, you do got an enemy on the inside. And it's you. I got this little quote that says, you versus you. You know, a lot of times in life, we got to understand that we have our own issues. We got our own problems. Sometimes in life, we see somebody that got a car or a great business or a great family or a great relationship. And sometimes we get envy of that. We see them guys and be like, man, why don't we have that? What's wrong with us? But sometimes you got to take that and say, hey, mine is on the way. And you got to prepare yourself for it. You know, John Wooden said, failure to prepare is preparing to fail. So sometimes we're not prepared. We just grab stuff on the way. It's like going to a grocery store without a list. You know, and especially if you're hungry. I don't know about y'all, but that's one thing I hate. If I go to a grocery store and I'm hungry, all of a sudden I get home, man, I grab all these snacks, all the stuff I don't even need, and all of a sudden it's gone less than a week, and I'm like, what did I buy? Because I went in the store hungry without a list. But the people that go in with a list, they're preparing themselves like, hey, I need this, this, and this. If you look at bodybuilders, they do prep. They prep their meals. And it's very powerful in that because they're preparing their week. This is what I'm eating. This is what I'm going to have. I'm not have to go out there and spend extra money on certain things. I'm already prepared for what's coming. So they got a strategy to go after something. So we have to understand that we need to, first of all, come up with a strategy. I call it a blueprint or a red print to your greatness. And one thing about it is we all have greatness inside of us, but the issue is how do we get it out? You could go to all these leadership conferences, you could go to all these events, but guess what? You get the information, but sometimes you don't know how to apply it. And that's where the frustration comes, because it says information without application equals frustration. And a lot of times we're living in this world that is frustrated because we got the information. We got people that went to college for 6 or 7 years. They can be doctors, but guess what? They don't know how to apply it. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you apply the information, because I believe that I am like a coach. I believe that my greatness comes from helping people. I'm here to give, and I'm here to help. That's what my goal is. I tried so long to find out, what is my goal? What is it? I want to be successful, but what is it? But it's to help people. It's give people the information to help them succeed. How is it? Because a lot of times in my life, I'm like, man, I want to be like this person. I want to be like that person. But it came to me that God built me the way I am. And some things I had to go through because I wanted to be like the Eric Thomas. I wanted to be like the John Maxwell. You know, I was tall, so I wanted to be like Tony Robbins. But the thing about it was, I learned that I am me. And I had to defeat that enemy inside me and said, Joe, this is who you are. You're this person. This is what you sound like. You can't sound like Eric Thomas. This is what you look like. This is what you got to be, because a lot of times in life we see somebody and be like, man, that's what we have to be like. Then you got to understand that that's not what you have to be like. It said men look on the outside, but God looks on the inside. Sometimes we got to look on the inside of us and be like, this is it. This is what the world's going to get. Because the world wants someone that's genuine, someone that's true, that's you. No one can be you. We're living in a world of copycats. And if you look at it, the biggest thing that's going on today, and the biggest problem that we have in this world is identity theft. People are taking everybody else's identity. They want to be like that person. They see that person wear a hat, guess what? They're wearing a hat. They see a person with a shirt unbuttoned, guess what? They're going to be just like that person. Or if they wear that clothes, if they see their pants sagging, guess what? They think that's what they have to do. But you got to be you. You got to find the uniqueness about you and change everything. This is you. This is who you got to be. God made you just the way you are. But guess what? If you use what you have, the world will accept you. You don't have to change it for no one. You just got to keep moving forward, y'all. And that's where I'm at. Leadership. It's you. You got to lead yourself. People will come, they will follow, because people are always looking for someone to lead them. They're looking up to you because you never know who's watching you. You could be in the gym training and all of a sudden that person be like, man, I saw this kid there. He was training. He was always there at this time. He's always putting in the work. You could be that person that giving people encouragement. You never know who you're going to encourage that's going to come back and bless you. You might just think that you're talking to somebody random. You never know that this person's successful, that, hey, they were struggling at a time and you came and helped them. You never know that you're dealing with someone that really can come back and bless you. You know, the Bible said, give, and it shall be given unto you. Good measures, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, shall men give into your bosom. The biggest thing that you got to do is give. Learn how to give. Learn how to bless people. You know, Gary Vee talks about it. Learn how to do it for free. Talk to people. This is it. I do it on YouTube because it's free. People just, all they got to do is click on it. They get the information. They love it. They can share it. That's it. And guess what? It might get in the right hands of somebody, be like, hey, I like what he said. That's all you got to do. You don't have to go out and be big. You don't have to spend all that money. You just got to work on you. Build you up. Work on the inside. And then give. I read so many books. And the thing about it was, the books that I read, and I look back over my life like, man, that helped me. I didn't know how I used it, but guess what? Someone asked me information I had, and I'm like, man, how did I have that? And I'm like, oh, I read that book. And I always tell people when they come up to me, hey, you need to read this book. This is a great book. It'll help you in your business. It'll help you get over certain things. It'll help you in your life. And sometimes I got to realize the things that I go through in my life, my personal life, is going to help somebody else. The Bible said they overcame by the blood of the Lamb and their testimony. Yo, my testimony about what I've been through, it can help somebody else not go through what I went through. Or if they are going through, I can help them. It ain't like having somebody that been through it, that says, hey, I know what you're going through. I know what you're struggling with. I know how hard it is. Everybody else is judging you, but guess what? There's greatness inside you. You're going to get through this. That's the leader, and you have it in you. All you got to do is believe. And you got to have that faith that, hey, I understand I made mistakes. I understand I failed. But guess what? I'm still alive. I'm still in today's time. I still got opportunity to change people's life. And that's what you're here to do. You won't be here forever. It's a life event. You're going to be here, and guess what? People are going to be talking about you when you go. But the biggest thing, is it good things? Is it something that you will be happy about hearing what they said? Yo, that person really blessed me. If it wasn't for him, guess what? I wouldn't have what I have. And if it wasn't for him, my family would have been dispersed. I would have walked away. I would have been in trouble. I would have been living a crazy life. But because of him, because he spoke life in me when I wanted to die, when I wanted to give up, he told me to live on. Keep on fighting. Don't give up. Don't worry about what everybody else says about you. Just keep moving. And that's it. That's what I'm here to talk to you about, y'all. How to be a leader. You are a leader. Let me just tell you that first off. You're a great leader. If you made it this far, you're a leader. I don't care what you did. A lot of people don't have an opportunity today. You are a leader. You can change. You can move forward. The biggest thing is you got to tell yourself that. You got to start reading books. You got to start saying, hey, how do I apply this to my life? How can I use this? I don't care what it is. Learn how to keep on walking like, man, I want to give up, but guess what? I'm not. Because it's going to get tough. But the learning experience comes during the toughness. You can tell people, hey, I wanted to give up just like you, but guess what? Because I did not give up, I made it. But that's how life is. And that's the good thing about a leader. He doesn't give up. Even though he wants to, even though he knows that, hey, This is a struggle, but he has faith in himself. This is going to work out. It might be tough, but if I keep on moving, the people behind me is going to learn, hey, man, I want to give up, but if he keeps on going and the leader keeps on moving, yo, I'm going to believe in the leader because he's never going to give up. And I believe that's why people loved Michael Jordan and they love to be on his team. They knew when the fourth quarter came, guess what? Give the ball to Mike. Just keep the score close to the fourth quarter. Then give the ball to Mike. That's what it is. You are great. You have the ability right now to change this world. So make it happen, y'all. Change everything that you got to change. And guess what? Look inside you and learn that you are a leader. Yo, I'm Joseph Womack. Hey, I got plenty more opportunities to speak to you guys. I love it. Y'all know what to do. Subscribe, like, leave a comment. This is what I want to do. I want to talk to you, the leader inside you, and bring it out and tell you that you are great, that you got greatness inside you, but you need it. You need to bring it out. This world needs it. Today, forevermore, this world needs you. So come on, y'all. Let's go to work. Y'all know what it is. Stay blessed. Let's go. Joseph Womack. Thank you, y'all. Bye.